folks, and we welcome you to another week of Ring of Honor on HDNet. I'm Mike Hogwood along with Dave Prazak, and tonight, Dave, something very special. We have a very unique main event.
Six-man tag team action as the World Tag Team Champions, the American Wolves, team up with Chris Hero to take on Kevin Steen, El Generico, and their partner, KENTA.
That is going to be something to watch. And also tonight, Nigel McGuinness has promised us that he will tell us who he thinks will be the next Ring of Honor World Champion. Right now, let's get to action.
This tag team match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Team number one, at a combined weight of 435 pounds, the team of Silas Young and Bobby Fish.
Haven't heard a lot about these guys, but I think they're going to be pretty formidable as a tag team here tonight.
Bobby Fish and Silas Young, our second look at these two men here on HDNet, and they have some impressive opponents.
Their opponents at a combined weight of 423 pounds, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks.
I was really impressed with the Young Bucks when we first saw them a couple of weeks ago.
Without a doubt, Matt and Nick Jackson are a very exciting addition to the ROH Tag Team division. High flyers, fast-paced athletes, and they're ready to go here tonight.
True brothers out of California, the Young Bucks, against a couple of veterans in Bobby Fish and Silas Young. We're ready to go.
And it's Silas Young starting things off with Nick Jackson. Backs him into the corner. What the Young Bucks may lack in size in comparison to Fish and Silas, when it comes to power, they'll make up for it with their quickness. And we see some of it right there.
When we saw them before, their quickness really came into play and was the reason they won the match.
And getting the better of Silas Young right here. And makes the tag.
Makes the tag to his brother. Matt going to work on the arm.
Seeing frequent tags right there. The double stomp right across the arm of Silas Young. Out of the Milwaukee area, has built his reputation in the Midwest. Makes the tag to Bobby Fish, the victim of the drop toe hold.
Bobby Fish, a veteran. Well, watch this. Oh, the Young Bucks have perfected that drop kick.
A little bit of an assist from his brother.
Yeah, that is great teamwork we're seeing there on the part of the Young Bucks.
Gave him some extra elevation to connect with that drop kick. Slides through the legs of Bobby Fish. Seeing some quickness from him as well. And nails a drop kick of his own.
I was going to say a drop kick from Bobby Fish. Stung Matt Jackson there for a moment. He may need to tag out, get his brother. Fish has made the tag to Silas Young. Oh, and right into the knees of Silas Young on his back.
You know, ever since the Young Bucks debuted here on ROH on HDNet, everyone's been talking about their potential here in the tag team division. And you know that Silas Young and Bobby Fish would love to do nothing more than to put a stop to that and make people start talking about Silas and Bobby Fish.
Well, they've definitely got the advantage right now. Into the turnbuckles goes Matt Jackson. Well, that almost put him out.
Looking to cut the ring in half, focus on one of the Young Bucks. Tried to fight his way out of the corner, but the backbreaker followed up by the clothesline from Silas Young.
They're trying to cut him in half and into right here, just two.
Well, it would certainly put a stop to the momentum that the Young Bucks have behind them right now if Young and Fish could pull out the victory.
And again, Matt Jackson really needs to tag out to his brother.
Running forearm in the corner from Bobby Fish. Nice suplex.
And the suplex hurt the back. And again, just a 2 count before he spins out. Face into the turnbuckle. My goodness. We're seeing good teamwork here on the part of Bobby Fish and Silas Young.
Yeah, without a doubt. If the Young Bucks want to work their way into tag team title contention, they have to get past the team of Silas Young and Bobby Fish first. And they have their hands full tonight.
No doubt about that. Matt Jackson's been in the ring a long time. And it has not gone well for him.
No, he's in a world of pain. See the expression on his face right there, but only 2 for Silas Young right there.
You know, when you think about tag team and ROH, you think about a winner in a match like this would have to face maybe the Dark City Fight Club or the American Wolves. Some tremendous tag teams in Ring of Honor.
Of course, Kevin Steen and El Generico want their tag team titles back. Nice flying knee right there from Bobby Fish.
Yeah, we'll see Steen, Generico, American Wolves in 6-man action later on here tonight.
A very tag team wrestling heavy edition of ROH on HDNet.
I love it.
Oh, without a doubt. And frequent tags from Young and Fish as well. Just measured Matt Jackson right there. Did Bobby Fish out of the New England area.
Jacksons are not loving the punishment they're taking, particularly Matt. He really needs to tag out.
He needs to create an opportunity for himself to get to his corner and make the tag. And this could be the opportunity he needed. He's got Bobby Fish stunned.
Well, I said before, Matt Jackson needed to make the tag. He did right there. And that was big because here comes Nick Jackson. Lot of energy.
Oh yeah, he's been waiting on the apron to get tagged in legally for several minutes now. Oh, but took too much time right there with Silas Young. But did drive Silas face first into the turnbuckle.
Now the chop right to the head. And in there quickly, Bobby Fish.
And his brother's a little bit too injured to really help him right now. Still down on the mat in the corner.
Boy, and a shot right to the head of Nick Jackson. Well, the brother has recovered, I believe. No doubt about it.
Nice springboard splash right there from Nick Jackson. Makes the tag, back in comes Matt. And going to work on Silas Young.
You can tell these young bucks have worked together many, many times. They know exactly what the other is going to do.
They're going for more bang for your buck right here, but Bobby Fish saw it coming and launched Nick Jackson off the top rope. Wipes him out on the floor.
You know, I really am pretty impressed by what Bobby Fish and Silas Young have been able to do. Look at Silas Young off the ropes.
Went for the Arabian press. Matt Jackson moved out of the way. Silas landed on his feet, though. Who's going to get the advantage? It's Matt Jackson. And
that's it. The Young Bucks just too quick tonight for Bobby Fish and Silas Young. And Bobby Fish not happy.
It was that speed and that quickness that the Young Bucks have on their side that was the deciding factor here in your opening contest tonight. Let's take another look. Bobby Fish took flight, wiped out Nick Jackson on the floor. Silas Young was going to focus on Matt. The headstand into the Arabian press. Matt moved out of the way. Silas landed on his feet, but Matt capitalized, was able to roll up Silas Young for the 3 count to earn the win tonight.
The Young Bucks told us they wanted to bring adrenaline to ROH. They have done it. Bryan Danielson and Tyler Black have established quite a rivalry here in Ring of Honor. They have had 2 fantastic matches over the last couple of months.
Yeah, the first time that Tyler Black and Bryan Danielson met here on HDNet, it was a 20-minute time limit draw showcasing the wrestling skill and athleticism of both competitors. They met in a rematch, which went to a double count out. Both men couldn't make it back inside the ring after 20 seconds on the floor, and they will meet once again, match number 3 between Danielson and Black next week.
Can't wait for that, Dave. It's going to be something special. Right now, let's go backstage and Kyle Durden.
Thanks, guys. Tonight, it's a 6-man tag match with an international flair when the American Wolves and Chris Hero face El Generico, Kevin Steen, and Japanese wrestling superstar KENTA.
Pro Wrestling Noah superstar KENTA. You see, I've wrestled you before, buddy. And tonight, you're gonna chop me, and you're gonna kick me, but the only pain that I'll feel is hunger pains. Because when I get in that ring, I eat. In KENTA, all I see is a big plate of sashimi. I'm gonna knock you out and eat you raw.
See, Kevin Steen, El Generico, how quickly you forget. See, the last time we were in the ring with you, we took these belts from around your waist and we put you both through tables. This time, you could end up a lot worse.
You know, if I may right now, I'm just going to sum it up. See, you can get knocked out or you can get tapped out. I'll let you pick your poison. And KENTA, looks like the war continues.
Back to ringside.
Dave, we saw Delirious literally destroy Jimmy Jacobs. Perhaps the end of the Age of the Fall, but that match, Delirious was dominant.
It was a fight without honor between Jimmy Jacobs and Delirious, former stablemates. The match saw Delirious hit the panic attack on Jimmy Jacobs, ramming his head into the barricade, causing the blood to flow out of the head of Jimmy Jacobs. And Jimmy tried to use the railroad spike on Delirious during the match, unsuccessful. But it was Delirious utilizing the table, hitting Shadows Over Hell, putting Jacobs through that table, and Delirious pulled out the victory. After the match, the fans in attendance, much like Tyler Black declared to Jimmy Jacobs, they felt that he is a disappointment, and Jacobs at that point just lost it and wound up basically mutilating himself with the railroad spike. It was the self-destruction of Jimmy Jacobs.
I wanted to come out here in front of all my fans and the followers of Age of the Fall that still believe. Not to place blame, but to take it. This isn't Tyler Black's fault, Necro, Delirious, not even Brody and Mischief. This is my fault. I'm not here to make threats anymore. I'm here to make a concession. I've lost so much in this fight. I've lost my friends. I've lost touch with reality. I'm scarred and people think I'm a disappointment, and they're right. I've fought for so long, trying to fight for something. For 10 years in wrestling, for 6 years in Ring of Honor, and almost 2 years in the Age of the Fall. Trying to fight for something. I've lost. I used to think in every loss there was a small victory. But I haven't figured out what that is yet. But it's gonna be a long time before you see Jimmy Jacobs.
This match is set for one fall, a 15-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Lincoln, Nebraska, weighing 275 pounds, Brody Lee.
Brody Lee stepping into the ring, and you gotta wonder, is Age of Fall done? Is he the only one left?
Well, Brody Lee, without his leader, Jimmy Jacobs, he has some issues to sort out. Who knows when we're going to see him again here in Ring of Honor, but Big Brody Lee is ready for action here tonight.
Boy, that was some high drama from Jimmy Jacobs. We'll see how Brody Lee reacts.
His opponent from the Edge of Sanity, weighing 189 pounds, Delirious.
Well, it was Delirious who took out Jimmy Jacobs. Will he do the same to Brody Lee? Just knocking the Age of the Fall off one at a time here.
Well, he gets the opportunity to take out Brody Lee, his former stablemate in the Age of the Fall, in this contest.
Definite size advantage for Brody Lee, as it is most of the time Brody Lee wrestles. Crowd trying to communicate with Delirious in his own special language. I'm not sure if they even know what they're saying.
I believe it's bop, bop, bop. But the opening bell does sound, and Delirious is fired up and ready to go. And Brody Lee just has that fist ready to swing at Delirious as soon as he gets the chance.
Hey, Brody, open that up here.
Brody Lee, known as a brawler, is going to shove Delirious out of the way.
Brody Lee is full of power, and Delirious is going to have to use his speed, his quickness, and his unorthodox style to battle the big trucker. Gotta wonder what kind of direction Brody Lee has in Ring of Honor competition without Jimmy Jacobs here. I mean, it was Jacobs that brought Brody Lee to ROH to begin with.
You gotta wonder about his mindset in this match too, after knowing what's happened to Jimmy Jacobs and what Jimmy Jacobs said about we won't be seeing him around much anymore.
Trying to take down the big man with the clothesline. He's not going to budge Brody Lee that easily.
It's kind of like chopping down a tree, but with a dull blade on the part of Delirious.
Well, Brody Lee closed the gap right there and struck first.
Off the masks. 6 to go.
And who knows if Brody Lee's really thinking about anything. He's big enough and tough enough to fight on his own without a leader and without any stablemates watching his back.
This Brody Lee scares me looking at it. This is a big guy with a lot of strength.
Well, he is the biggest man in Ring of Honor today. And Delirious trying to get him up.
Delirious, you're crazy. Trying to pick him up. That's impossible.
Runs right into the elbow. Oh, what a clothesline from Brody Lee.
Really hurt Delirious.
2.
Delirious pops up out of it.
Off the mask.
After a count of 2.
Get off the mask. 1.
Brody can really drive his opponents into the canvas with great force. He's got that big running boot in the corner as well.
Out of the corner. Get him out. Come on.
Chop right to the neck.
Tassels.
And holding one of the tassels on the back of Delirious's mask and making him struggle for breath.
Now. Stay off that throat.
Standing on the throat.
Here comes the head of Delirious. That actually, I think, had a little impact on Brody Lee.
Oh, he tried to pick the big man up, couldn't support the weight, and Brody was on top in a pinning predicament.
I think Delirious is going to figure out in a hurry, you cannot pick up Brody Lee. Not going to happen.
But Brody can certainly pick up Delirious. Nice little butterfly suplex right there, driving him into the mat.
He's got to find a new offensive tactic.
You got to stay off the mask.
What would normally work in the ring does not work at all with Brody Lee. It's too big, too much of a brawler.
Not going to take him over with a sunset flip either.
Got to use his speed, got to use his quickness.
Keep it clean.
The power is prevailing for Brody Lee right now as he's just tossing Delirious all around the ring.
Come on. 1, 2.
Just thinking about what he's going to do next. More brutality to the chest in the form of a chop.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It was like twisting his head around.
Slingshot suplex.
Only a count of 2. Boy, he lifts up Delirious like he's just a piece of paper.
I'm actually shocked that Delirious was able to kick out after all this thus far from Brody Lee. That was a high-impact maneuver. Brody's going for something else big. Oh, but what a counter from Delirious.
Delirious has got a little bit of fight left in him. You can see that. Renewed energy. Is there any way, though, he can get Brody Lee off his feet? That big guy is hard to knock down.
He hasn't taken him off his feet yet. He's trying to find a way. And Zagiri just has Brody stunned, but he's still up.
Oh my goodness! Delirious picked him up! He picked him up! Are you kidding me?
The senton across the back, Delirious with the cover. But Brody Lee kicks out.
Brody Lee is shocked.
Somehow Delirious is able to muster the strength to elevate him in that fireman's carry. All the way up top goes Delirious. Again, trying to use that quickness. Oh, but he gets planted.
Again, a count of 2 before he kicks out.
And I think Brody Lee thought that was 3. Is taking issue with Paul Turner.
Dave, do you think Brody Lee is losing his focus a little bit without Jimmy Jacobs around?
I mean, that could be the case, but he just nailed him with that big boot. Oh, only 2 again. Brody's throwing everything he's got at Delirious, and somehow Delirious gets that shoulder up every time. He needs to put him away. Something big, something to finish Delirious off.
Brody, come on.
Delirious needs to come up with a miracle here. Don't tell me he's going to be able to lift him up. He's not. On a great counter there by Delirious. Now's where he needs to make his move. He does with the panic attack, and that really hurt Brody Lee. He's hurt for the first time in this match. Now, shadows over hell, and Brody Lee is down, and he's out. Delirious, what a great comeback for Delirious to beat Brody Lee.
Delirious takes out the last remaining man in the age of the fall, Brody Lee. I think Brody did need that guidance from Jimmy Jacobs to really lead him to victory on this night. Delirious gets his hand raised by referee Paul Turner. Let's take another look. He was able to hit the panic attack, the running knee to the side of the head, and follow up with shadows over hell to score the pinfall.
Delirious the winner here. Now, before we hear from the new world champion, Austin Aries, let's hear what Nigel McGuinness had to say last week.
You doubted me before. Don't make that mistake again, wankers. Because next week, I'm going to come out here and things are going to change again. Because I'm going to tell you who's going to be the next Ring of Honor World Champion. All right, love.
I'm standing alongside right now the only 2-time Ring of Honor World Champion, Austin Aries. Now, Austin, my question to you is this. Last week, Nigel McGuinness told us that he was going to say who the next World Champion would be. His current champion. How does that make you feel?
Well, I'm actually a little offended that your first question to me is about Nigel McGuinness instead of about Austin Aries. But you know, Nigel McGuinness, I know you need to keep yourself relevant as the ex-champion. And I gotta say, you're looking good. You're looking real nice. It looks like some of A-Double's fashion sense has rubbed off on you, unlike Durden here. But you see, you want to be the guy that stirs the pot? That's fine. I'm the straw that stirs the drink because I am the ROH World Champion, and that's all that matters. Predictions don't matter. Making things happen matters, and that's what I do, A-Double. The spectacular, vascular, vegetarian. Got any more questions for me?
Would it be okay if I hung out with you guys once or twice?
Absolutely not. Any more questions for me?
That's it. Thank you.
Your pleasure.
2-time Ring of Honor World Champion, Austin Aries. Back to you.
Hey, Kyle, don't worry. Dave and I'll hang out with you as long as you're paying. Hey, still to come in just a moment, we're going to see Kevin Steen, El Generico, and KENTA against the American Wolves and Chris Hero. It's a 6-man tag team coming up.
The following message has been paid for by the Embassy and does not reflect the views of HDNet or Ring of Honor.
You see, in our homelands, we take care of our property, we take care of our community. Here, in this stinking city, this stinking country, look what they have. Doo-doo all over the place, huh? Doo-doo, that reminds me of Boo Cabana, huh? How about Boo Cabana, that meatloaf head, Brent Albright, huh? What about Necro Butcher?
Necro Butcher, you're about to feel the wrath of the embassy. Now, I don't think he knows our history, man. What do we do to people that step in our path?
What we do, we go out to a rich nation, such as my associates here, and we sought out for victory. Bren Albright, dann Knöpfer, 1 Sekunde, das ist schon... Oh, how silly of me to forget. You stupid Americans only speak one language. Because being intelligent and knowing more than one language would be very European. Very European, like Claudio Castagnoli and my friends here at the embassy.
And if you send out that little runt, that lumberjacks, huh? I'm gonna make sure my friend lays him out, huh? As for you stinking people at home, it's been an embassy presentation. Now get that stinking camera out of my face. Get it out!
Before we bring in Kyle Durden with Tyler Black and Bryan Danielson to talk about their big match next week, let's take a look back and see what happened to their partnership.
Bryan Danielson, Tyler Black, 2 weeks ago, after going for the tag team gold, you slapped Tyler in the face, pretty much ending any chance at a partnership between you. Now next week, it's the third match here on ROH on HDNet between you.
Bryan, when you smacked me in the face, you woke me up. And I realized something, and that's not just that we can't be partners, but we can't be friends.
You know what? You needed that slap in the face.
You see, girls, what we've got here is failure to communicate. I said you guys couldn't trust each other, and I was right. Right? Right? Right. Now, I told the people I'm going to reveal who is going to be the next Ring of Honor World Champion. And I'll make it simple. I'm looking at him right now.
It's my time, Bryan. It's my time.
Well, I think I understand what Nigel McGuinness is trying to say, Hog. The winner of next week's match between Bryan Danielson and Tyler Black, he feels will be the next Ring of Honor World Champion.
Or Dave, Nigel McGuinness could be playing mind games like he's done over the last couple of weeks with these two.
Holy Clutches is your main event. It is a six-man tag team match scheduled for one fall with television time remaining. Team number one being accompanied by Sarah Del Rey and Shane Hagedorn. First from Metropolis, weighing 240 pounds, that young knockout kid, Chris Hero. His partners at a combined weight of 421 pounds, they are the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, the American Wolves.
What I want to know is where'd Shane Hagedorn get that coat?
Didn't he steal it from you? I've seen you wearing the same coat, Hog.
Not me. Not me.
Their opponents, first at a combined weight of 438 pounds, the Generico El Generico and Mr. Wrestling, Kevin Steen. Their partner from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 86 kilos, KENTA.
I think we get a sense that this is going to be one physical tag team match.
A whole lot of history between the 6 men involved in this contest. Not only here in Ring of Honor competition, but over in Japan for Pro Wrestling Noah, as Chris Hero mentioned earlier. He's been in the ring against Kenta in the past. Without a doubt, they will renew that here tonight. And of course, the American Wolves, they won the World Tag Team titles from Kevin Steen and El Generico right here on HDNet. Kevin Steen and Davey Richards to start things off.
And Steen goes right to the face.
It's just a fight right off the bat rather than a wrestling match. They're not exchanging holds. They're just laying into one another.
This is the first chance for them to get their hands on him since they lost the title, and Steen not happy about it.
It's Richards with the upper hand, firing away on Kevin Steen in the corner. He makes the tag to Chris Hero.
And Chris Hero's going to follow it up with a boot right to the chest.
Keep it out of the corner here. You got me? Come
Sarah
on.
Del Rey and Shane Hagedorn very pleased at ringside.
Come on, up on the apron.
What a chop. The Kevin Steen stung him.
Nice leg lariat right there from the big man. Getting some elevation himself. And these fans want to see Kenta.
And they're going to right now.
Well, Chris Hero talked about how they did battle in Japan in the past. And now Kenta versus Hero is part of this matchup here in Ring of Honor. Will we see that young knockout kid nail Kenta with the rolling elbow and knock him out?
Here on Ring of Honor on HDNet, we saw Kenta against Roderick Strong a few weeks ago. I was really impressed with Kenta in that match.
Yeah, that was his HDNet debut and really demonstrated his hard striking ability, his kicking ability, as well as his ability to leap. Great high flyer as well. But right now it is Chris Hero with the advantage. Kenta does take out his leg.
Off there.
These are 6 of Ring of Honor's very best athletes
Off the face.
doing battle in your main event. Hero with the full Nelson on Kenta. Both men back in a standing position.
You see Kevin Steen encouraging Kenta. We have yet to see Generico. Remember, Generico's got a bad knee. He's been rehabbing. See how it holds up here tonight.
In his last outing, that knee started to affect him during the later part of the contest, but his team did still pull out the victory.
Look at the smile and the look on Chris Hero's face.
Unable to take him off his feet and just pie faces Kenta.
Oh, and another great kick by Kenta. That's what he's become famous for. Just a count of 2 on Chris Hero.
And Davey Richards steps through the ropes, gets face to face with his former mentor. Davey Richards was the American protege of Kenta when Davey first arrived here in Ring of Honor. It's only a matter of time before those two do battle once again. And there is the legal tag, Davey Richards and Kenta to mix it up.
Yeah, this should be really interesting here.
But Kenta turned his back on Richards, was focused on Edwards. And there's the tag, in comes Eddie.
Out of the ring, baby. Get out.
Yeah, Eddie had Kenta distracted there for a moment.
Hey, Hero, come on.
You would think Kenta would have known that was coming.
Or whether it's traditional tag team, double team work from Edwards and Richards or just a little bit of distraction, they work well as a unit. Kenta's back on his feet.
Kenta takes amazing amount of punishment and sometimes seems to even relish it.
And then dish it out in response. And in comes Generico, and we'll see just how that bad knee affects him in this match.
The crowd chants, "Ole, ole," with El Generico in the ring.
Back in comes Davey Richards. Generico all fired up.
I mean, right to the head he goes.
I'm doing my job here.
Back in comes Mr. Wrestling, Kevin Steen.
Hey, come on.
You got to believe this rivalry has become so very personal. Generico and Steen and the Wolves.
And of course, the Wolves took out the knee of both Kevin Steen and El Generico on different occasions here in ROH, putting them on the sidelines. And they were the 2 men that took the World Tag Team titles away from Steen and Generico. So yeah, they do have some hatred. And right now it's human ping pong ball, Davey Richards.
And Steen has him covered. Just a count of 2 before he kicked out. Whoa, what did he just do?
That looked like a snot rocket, completely uncalled for, in my opinion.
Come on. Hero. Davey out.
Eddie Edwards back in.
Now it's Kevin Steen who's up against the turnbuckles, taking some punishment.
Oh, he had no reason to do that to Shane Hagedorn. He just got snot on that nice jacket.
Nice. You gotta be kidding. Probably made it a little bit better after that.
Oh, come on. Edwards into the buckle. The victim of the back body drop from Steen.
Oh, there it is again.
That is not a part of the code of honor. Handshakes and snot rockets? No! Disqualify the man, Turner.
Snot of honor, maybe.
Come on.
That really is disgusting.
Kevin Steen is a very disgusting human being.
Up on the neck.
I'm glad the tag team titles are around the waist of the Wolves.
T-Zag.
Steen had chopped right to the body.
There's the tag. Chris Hero, the legal man, and connects with the elbow to the back of the head of Kevin Steen. Steen didn't even realize that Hero made that blind tag, connected, and got the near fall.
Hero really surprised him. And it's got Kevin Steen in trouble now.
All of Hero's body weight crashing down on the chest of Steen as Del Rey and Hagedorn watch on.
Off the neck.
We'll see how Sarah Del Rey can stand that close to Shane Hagedorn.
Hey, he's got great advice. He's a fantastic motivator in the corner for his men. Nice clothesline by Richards. Knocks Kenta off the apron and goes after Generico. Davey's taking everybody out.
And Davey Richards
Davey, come on.
throwing Steen out of the ring.
Don't do that.
And right into the clutches of Eddie Edwards on the floor.
No, come on. No, you got it back to the corner. No,
Cutting the ring in half and sending Kevin Steen into the barricade so that he can't come to the aid of his partners.
Come on. You can't be in the ring without the tag.
Meanwhile, Generico arguing with the referee, and Eddie Edwards with Kevin Steen sends him back inside after the damage was done with the barricade.
You know, I think the American Wolves are playing with the emotions here of Steen and Generico, who may be a little bit too emotional in this match.
Well, it's a wise strategy. They're not thinking clearly, and the American Wolves have a plan. And right now he's trying to take away the energy of Steen after that shot into the barricade on the floor. Whatever Steen has left in the gas tank is being taken away with this chin lock. Generico and Kenta waiting for the tag, but the ring has been cut in half by the Wolves and Hero.
And they just make the tag. Hero is now in the ring.
Once again taking a shot at Steen's partners so that they're not waiting on the apron. Generico down on the floor.
Steen has got to make a tag. He kicks out, but Kevin Steen has got to make a tag for this match to continue.
But in order to make that tag, he has to get through Chris Hero, who is standing between Steen and his corner.
Boy, and a shot to the head from the boot of Chris Hero. And there the tag is made again. Eddie Edwards is in.
Frequent tags from the World Tag Team Champions and Chris Hero just taking turns working over Kevin Steen.
I'm not sure Steen can take much more. As we said, he needs to make a tag, but he's in obviously the wrong place to do it.
It may just be a matter of time before he's put away in this match. Nice headbutt from Edwards. Steen trying to get to his corner.
Well, he's fighting to get there and make that tag. And one thing I have learned about Kevin Steen is this guy has the heart of a champion. He may not be able to get over there and make that tag, but this guy has a ton of heart.
He can have all the heart in the world, but he has to have the energy to fight his way to the corner and slap either the hand of Kenta or El Generico. And he's not going to be able to get up when he's in this head scissors down on the mat. That vice-like grip from Davey Richards. Hagedorn is pleased.
Not sure what difference that makes. Again, another tag is made, and Steen cannot get near Generico or KENTA. Oh, Steen comes back. Shot to the head of Eddie Edwards. There's that heart that I was talking about a moment ago. There it is right there.
He's trying to fight his way out of the corner of the Wolves and Hero and get to his own. Not quite close enough.
He has to find a way, anyway, and he knows it. He knows it. In order to win this match, he has got to make the tag. Desperate to get over there.
So close, but not close enough. Boot to the side of the head by Chris Hero.
Come on.
I'm sure some of these fans would love to see Davey Richards and KENTA mix it up once again, but KENTA's standing out on the apron waiting for a tag.
What a reaction by Steen. The boot to the face of Eddie Edwards outside the ring. And he makes the tag. What a great effort. What a great effort by Steen.
KENTA, the legal man, with Eddie Edwards. Flurry of offense.
Look at the energy from KENTA. He's taking them on 3 at a time.
He spent a lot of time on the apron just waiting for Steen to be able to get to his corner and make that tag. And now KENTA, House of Fire.
Look at KENTA and that flying kick right to the head of Eddie Edwards.
Combination of kicks. Sit out powerbomb. Oh, but not enough.
Edwards somehow managed to kick out of it. I don't know how after hitting the mat that hard.
Into the octopus stretch goes KENTA.
Hey, Hero, get out of the
Submission predicament. There's Chris Hero to save his partner.
And Generico throwing Hero right out of the ring.
Generico could be looking to fly.
He's getting the crowd up. They're up, and Olay off of the ring.
Meanwhile, back inside the ring, KENTA with Eddie Edwards. Musaiku knee, cover. Only 2.
Awfully close though, Dave. Awfully close.
KENTA, the originator of the go to sleep. He's going for it right now. Oh, what a counter by Edwards.
The American Wolves aren't champions for nothing.
Yeah, flying knee of his own connected with KENTA right there. Makes the tag to Hero. Hero trying to soften him up for the rolling elbow.
Chris Hero seems to have the most energy of anybody left in this match.
KENTA fights out of that running Liger Bomb attempt.
Bring it up, KENTA.
Combination of kicks. Oh, but the flash kick from Hero.
And it decks KENTA.
Going for the Liger Bomb again. Hits it.
Is this it? No, only 2.
That took a lot out of KENTA, though. He is down and in pain. And Hero could be thinking about the rolling elbow to knock out KENTA. Getting him in position. Oh, go to sleep. No.
Hero wasn't going to let that happen. Put an elbow right to the head of KENTA.
No cover.
Able to hit the power slam.
And the tag is made to Generico. Olay again. Oh, Generico thought he had it. Look at him grab that knee. That knee that has given him so much trouble is hurt.
Now you have to question whether Generico should even be in the ring here tonight, Bob. And Hero should go after that knee, sense that weakness, and target that body part. He can't put any weight on that knee.
And the Wolves
Rolling elbow.
might be smelling a little blood right here.
Oh, out to the floor. Goes Generico. Lung lower to the chest by Steen.
There was a tag to Steen. It wasn't seen by Chris Hero.
There's some good teamwork by Generico and Steen, but Kevin going for the package pile driver.
Hey, Davey, get out of here.
Davey blocks the attempt and connects with the enziguri, saving Chris Hero right there.
Davey, get out of the ring.
Combination of strikes, no.
Davey, out of the ring.
Look at Steen. It is tough to knock that man down.
The advantage goes back and forth.
And Generico, despite the bad knee, flying off the ropes.
Kick to the back of the head by Eddie Edwards.
What is Davey Richards doing? Oh, dive! He went for it all and landed up in the seats.
Oh, but he did do damage to Generico first. Super kick inside the ring by Edwards. The lariat by Kenta. All 6 of these men putting their bodies on the line. Let's take another look at that dive. Drove the back of Generico into the barricade, and Davey wound up 3 rows deep.
This has been some tag team match here. And as you can see, everybody is exhausted.
Everybody paying the physical price. And Generico's knee more than anything. And Kenta and Richards doing battle once again. What a singles contest they had back at Super Card of Honor 4. One of the best matches of 2009 in Ring of Honor. Renewed here.
Well, they're just brawling. One slap after the other.
Tiger suplex. So close.
Kenta wondering what he has to do to win this match. The Wolves somehow hanging tough.
Davey blocked go to sleep. Kenta blocks the DR driver. Blocks go to sleep again. A kick duel. They both connect. And both get to corners. Generico tagged in. Rolls him up.
Only 2.
He thought he had him, Hog.
He did. Generico wanted that bad, appealing to the referee. But only a count of 2, and you can see Generico still favoring that leg. His knee is really, really hurt.
He's trying to fight through the pain. Could we see the brainbuster from Generico here? Can he support the weight of his
I don't think he
opponent?
can put any weight on his leg. There's no way he can do it.
Get off the top.
He shouldn't be going for this move. The injury affecting El Generico, and Davey saw that injury,
Where did
saw
he kick?
the weakness.
Where did he kick? He kicked right on that leg.
The hunt is on. They're going after the knee of Generico again.
Generico trying to use the momentum, but only got 2.
Was able to hit that Michinoku driver. Not enough to put him away. Kenta sends Eddie Edwards to the floor. And Generico getting Davey Richards in position.
Oh my! Kenta, the head to Eddie Edwards, slammed it right up into that barricade.
Steen and Kenta both climbing up top. Swanton by Steen. Double stomp from Kenta. Cover.
That ought to be it. No! Look at Chris Hero and company into the ring. I thought that was it.
What is it going to take for one of these 2 teams to pull out the win? Another double stop by Kenta on Hero on the floor.
It's Steen hard into that barricade.
Generico thinking about the brainbuster on the top turnbuckle. Can he hit it on Davey Richards? Davey's fighting it off.
Yeah, but you've got to question that knee.
He's
That's
going
the X
for it.
factor in this.
Come on, man, get out of the ring.
The Wolves watching out for one another. They've got Generico up. But the balance taken away from Davey Richards up top. Crotched on the turnbuckle.
And despite being hurt, Generico connects with that foot. but he can't possibly. Oh, that hurt. That hurt the knee. The Wolves smelling blood. They know the knee is so vulnerable for Generico. Now, what kind of pain he's got to be in? Is he going to tap out? Is he going to? He's trying to get to the rope. No, he taps out. He is just in too much pain. That knee cost him. It cost his team that match.
The Gino that young knockout kid, Chris Hero, and the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the American Wolves.
Yeah, the missile drop kick by Davey Richards right to the knee of El Generico. It set Generico up to be the victim of the Cloverleaf. Couldn't take the pain, had no choice but to tap out. The World Tag Team Champions and Chris Hero, the winners of your six-man tag team main event.
Chris Hero made a good addition to that team of the American Wolves, but everybody is going to leave this arena absolutely exhausted after that.
And the most injured man walking out of the building tonight will be El Generico once again with that bad knee.
I got to wonder about his future as well. I mean, that knee is in bad shape.
You don't mess with the American Wolves. When the hunt is on, they strike, and they have targeted Steen and Generico, and I wouldn't be surprised if they put Generico out of pro wrestling permanently.
Well, we'll have to stay tuned for that. He gave it everything he had, but the knee just didn't hold up. But you can't question the courage and heart of Generico. Next week, Tyler Black, Bryan Danielson. We heard earlier their friendship has come to an end. They've had two great matches, but this is getting personal next week for Black and Danielson 3.